Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Is it not the case that QA sucks in huge amounts of resources because of the PFI contracts, and until you undergo that stumbling block, you're not going to be able to step the limit of resources going to the rest of us?
It's an interesting one. We have the question quite a lot. Is the PFI a good thing or a bad thing, a blessing or a curse at Portsmouth Hospital Trust? And I'll say that advisedly. I mean, if you talk to many clinical directors and chief execs, they say, would you want to have what is a state-of-the-art, one of the finest acute facilities in Europe, which gives you the massive opportunity to drive efficient clinical practice, or would you still be preferring to operate within a Victorian brick-built facility which doesn't create co-located care? So on the one hand, you have the environment in which you can provide fantastically efficient, effective, high-quality services, which in itself should unlock quite large efficiency savings. You don't have to have staff running to and fro, and you've got clinical adjacencies, you've got a modular build, you can do an awful lot more than you can in an old building. But of course you pay a premium, but it's not a dramatically large premium. I mean, it's not obscene, and it doesn't overwhelm the price point in the fact that we pay £500 million collectively to support Portsmouth Hospital Trust, just under £500 million. And the PFI margin isn't a large number. I won't quote it because I will get it wrong, but I can let you have it by email tomorrow. But it is nowhere near. It's certainly it's in the low double figures of additional cost associated with the delivery of care. So when I put it out, if I'm spending £400 to £500 million on acute services and the efficiencies that can be realised by high quality medicine and a new build, then actually paying the enhanced costs, maybe, I won't even say a number, £15 million additional price to PFI. Question, is that a reasonable or unreasonable expectation? Because you're not exposed to the ongoing maintenance charges, you're not exposed to the ongoing refurb and cost pressures. So it's not as clear cut as it might first seem.
Can I have a follow-up on that?
I do, thank you. My point was, we've just discussed about community partners for health, and how it would be good if, through proper devolution, you could then remove them from the equation. Would the same not apply for the PFI? If you could pay that off, then not free up a host of resources. So that was what I was going for. I wouldn't say don't have any hospitals.
I know that Portsmouth Hospitals Trust, who have a Carillion are the kind of principal suppliers of the service, have had conversations about whether it would be worthwhile leveraging the money to buy themselves out of the PFI position. So I think that's actively being reviewed, or indeed discussions with government about whether that could be a sensible solution. So how do you avoid the pay off your mortgage early?
What I would also say though is that will bring with it a huge amount of overhead and complexity. And the savings that you get from that are not huge, certainly when balanced against the whole overall bill. You've also got to look at the way that, what is our biggest stumbling block? And I think our biggest stumbling block is actually in other areas. It could be seen as a bit of a distraction, looking at that, rather than looking at for example, the internal workings of the acute trust.
But a good question, and one actively under consideration.